The screaming won't stop, not the loud kind. It's soft, but sharp, like something snapping inside. Room 2B is locked, but the sound leaks out. A heel scuffs against the concrete. Someone sobs. The corridor is full of silence, but every ear is listening. No one moves, blood on the floor. A wrapper, stained. A bra hook, broken. The cleaner drops her mop, Mr. Oke's voice behind the door, "Calm down. You knew what this was." A slap. "Don't embarrass me." The door creaks open, Blessing comes out first. Skirt crumpled. Eyes swollen. Her lips tremble, but she doesn't cry anymore. Behind her, Amaka stumbles. She's holding her stomach. Chika is last. She leans on the door frame for too long. Her face is gray. Not pale. Just empty, gasps ripple through the hallway. A few students step back, waiting happen. Someone whispers, "They say they use room 2B do private classes." Another mutters, "The girls don't speak." They don't stop. They just walk, like ghosts, inside the room. Mr. Oak is buttoning his shirt. Slowly. Calmly. Like nothing happened. He sees the crowd, "Go back to class," he says. "You people like drama too much." No one moves. The cleaner picks up her mop again. Her hand is shaking. It didn't start with blood. It started small. With smiles. With little jokes. With soft touches on arms. With, "Come to my office after class." Blessing used to be the bold one. Always sitting in front. Loud laugh. Sharp tongue. The first time she stayed back after class, it was because she failed a test. "He say make I see am for office," she had said. Just more correction. She came back quiet. The second time, she didn't come back. Amaka followed next. Then Chika. Always the ones who didn't have powerful parents. Always the ones who needed the grades. The rest of the class noticed. Those girls stopped talking. Their clothes changed. Baggy things. Less makeup. Always tired. One by one, their names disappeared from attendance sheets. And still, no one said anything, because everyone knew, because Mr. Oak had power, because girls who talk get punished. It hit fully during exams. Chika fainted in the hallway. Right in front of the department board. Papers scattered. Her phone cracked. People rushed. Someone called the clinic. "She's pregnant," the nurse said. "About 5 months." Mouth opened. Eyes widened. Questions flew. Who? She didn't say, she didn't need to. The other girls looked just as sick. Blessing was throwing up every morning. Amaka's belly had started to show. Still, no one asked. No one dared. Then the cleaner found the blood. Then the screaming started. 2 weeks later. The police came. Head of department walked in with 2 officers. They didn't knock. They didn't wait. They went straight to room 2B. That day, no one even pretended not to look. The door opened. Mr. Oak stood there. No shirt. Belt unfastened. The girl sat inside. Not moving. Not crying. Just sitting. "What is this?" The HOD asked. "What's going on here?" No answer. Officer stepped forward. "Sir, please come with us." Mr. Oak laughed. "You people are mad. Do you know who I am? These girls are adults." Nothing happened. He reached for his phone. Flash. Someone took a picture, then another, then 10. The images spread fast. By evening, the whole school had them. The next morning, a list was pasted on the department's notice board. Blessing. Amaka. Chika. Suspended. Pending further investigation. No mention of Mr. Oak. Nothing. Students whispered, "Shebi they seduce him." Maybe it was agreement. Girls too, they do anyhow. Nobody blamed him. Nobody blamed the lecturer. Room 2B is locked now. Padlock rusting. but the smell never left. That mix of blood, perfume, and sweat, and sometimes, if you pass at night, you'll still hear something, not a scream, just a soft, sharp sound, like something still breaking. The next week, nobody sat in the front row, Blessing's seat stayed empty. Her name was still on the register, but no one called it. Amaka's locker was cleared out overnight. Chika's course group chat profile photo went black. One by one, they vanished, but their names floated around like cigarette smoke. Still there. But not really, we said nothing, even when Mr. O came back to class like nothing happened. Fresh haircut. New wristwatch. White shirt, ironed stiff. He stood at the front of the lecture hall with a smile too wide to be real. Let's move on, he said. We are here to learn. Someone laughed. Not a real laugh, too sharp, too loud. It died fast, nobody laughed again. Not when he handed out scripts with red ink that looked like blood. Not when he said, some of you need private tutorials. Not even when he told Ifeoma she had a promising future and stared too long at her chest. We buried our heads in our books. We stopped meeting eyes. We stopped breathing freely, the front row stayed empty, the rumors started like flies. Fast. Buzzing. Ugly, they paid the police. He's the dean's cousin. He has videos. Of all of them. He knows people in Abuja. They're afraid of him. By Friday, someone said a girl tried to kill herself in Hostel Block B. She drank something. They pumped her stomach in the clinic. She didn't speak after that. Just stared at her feet. Her friends took turns watching her. They never said her name again. Saturday, another story. A lecturer's car was scratched with a key. They said someone wrote monster across the door. Nobody saw who did it. Security didn't even try to investigate, they were afraid to. Then, Sunday night, the power went out around 1 a.m. I was up. Sweating. Restless. The fan stopped spinning. From my window, I saw a group of girls walking in a single line across the field. No shoes. No sound. Like shadows, I blinked, they were gone. I saw Tiga in the hostel bathroom one night. She was standing by the sink, crying. Her eyes were red, her lips swollen like she'd been slapped. She flinched when the door creaked open. You okay? I asked, she didn't answer. Just wiped her face roughly with the end of her wrapper, then picked up her bucket and left without a word. Her footsteps were heavy. Like they didn't want to carry her anymore. That night, she switched dorm rooms. 2 days later, she stopped coming to lectures. Just like that, one more ghost. We didn't ask questions anymore. We didn't want the answers. After that, I started watching. Not just seeing, watching. It wasn't just Mr. Oak, it was others. Men in white shirts with cracked shoes and cheap perfume. Come for help in my office. Bring your draft around 7 p.m. You're different, I can tell. The words always started soft. Like concern. Like care, then it turned, girls who smiled too much got picked first. Then the quiet ones. Then the poor ones. Then the ones who couldn't afford to fail, they always chose the desperate. We stopped dressing up for class. No earrings. No lipstick. We wore baggy jeans. Hoodies. Headscarves. Anything to look invisible, but it never worked. One of them said to my friend Ada, you can't hide what God gave you. She stopped coming to class after that. Adeja tried to report. She walked to the student affairs office at 8 a.m., sat on the plastic chair. Waited for hours. The woman at the front desk said, come back tomorrow. She never got to report. The next morning, a video of her kissing someone in a bathroom stall was posted on the group chat. It wasn't even her face clearly. But people believed it. People always believe the worst about girls. By evening, she was gone. Someone said they saw her dragging a travel bag down the road. Eyes swollen. Shoulders bent. No one helped. Someone whispered the video was fake. Someone else said the school leaked it to shut her up. We didn't know what to believe anymore, we just knew we didn't want to be next. Sometimes we still saw Mr. Oak drive past. Red Toyota. Tinted windows. Too clean. He always drove alone. Always too fast. One time, it broke down near the admin building. A group of boys laughed. He got out, shouted something. They scattered. He stood there a long time, staring into space. Like he was listening to a sound only he could hear. Then he kicked the bumper and walked away. Later, one of the girls who used to be his assistant came to class with an engagement ring. No one said congratulations. Someone whispered he bought it to keep her quiet. Then another girl showed up with a car key. Another one started dressing in silk. We learned not to ask how. Then one night, the screams came again, not from inside the hostel this time. From outside, around 2 a.m., the hallway lights flickered. I heard feet running. Doors opening. Voices, panicked, fast. We came out in wrappers and slippers. Some boys were shirtless. Some girls still had toothpaste in their mouths. Everyone was moving toward the back of the chemistry lab, where the bush path started, and there she was, Chika, kneeling in the dirt, shaking. Her belly was big. Too big. She hadn't looked like that before. Her feet were bare. Her hands were muddy. Her wrapper was falling off her shoulder. She looked up at us. Eyes red, voice dry. He said he'd help, she whispered. He said it would go away. She pointed into the bush behind her. Nobody moved. What did he do? Someone asked. She opened her mouth, but nothing came. Just a dry cough. Then she threw up. Thick, black stuff. The kind that looked like it had come from her soul. Then she passed out. Somebody cried. Somebody prayed. Somebody ran. She survived, just barely. They rushed her to the clinic. The nurse said it was herbs. Poison. Something she bought from one of those fake chemists downtown. Her womb was damaged beyond repair.